Love doesn't always arrive like a storm. Sometimes it enters quietly, slow, subtle, almost invisible at first. But beneath that calm surface, something powerful is forming. It's not dramatic, it's not impulsive, it's deep, steady, and real. If someone in your life is showing these quiet signs, they may not be saying the words out loud, but psychology suggests their heart could already be falling, slowly but profoundly. As someone who studies human behavior and emotional patterns, I've seen this process unfold many times. Love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And those whispers can tell you more than words ever could. In this video, we'll explore 10 psychological signs that someone is falling in love. Not because of fleeting excitement, but because of genuine emotional depth. And sign number 10? It's the one most people overlook, but it often reveals the truth more than anything else. Sign number 1, they start noticing the small things about you. It often begins with the little things. A subtle change in your hairstyle, a shift in your tone, or how a certain color brings out something in your expression. These aren't grand gestures, but they're powerful indicators. In psychology, small observations like these suggest heightened emotional focus. When someone is falling in love, their attention narrows. They begin to tune in, not just to what you say, but how you say it. They recall details most would overlook. Your coffee order, a comment you made in passing weeks ago. It's not about impressing you, it's about understanding you. Their brain is subconsciously tracking the nuances of who you are. And that quiet attentiveness, it often marks the beginning of something deeply emotional, something real. Sign number 2, they ask thoughtful, personal questions. When someone's falling in love, not impulsively, but with emotional depth, their curiosity shifts. It becomes more intentional, more personal. Instead of asking what you do, they ask why you do it. They're interested in what shaped you, what keeps you up at night, what you silently hope for. This isn't small talk, it's emotional investment. Psychologically, these kinds of questions signal a desire to connect beyond the surface. They're not just trying to fill the silence, they're trying to understand the layers of who you are. People falling in love slowly don't rush to claim your heart. They observe, they ask, they listen, and every deep, thoughtful question is a step closer. Not toward possession, but toward genuine connection. Sign number 3, they mirror your emotions. When someone starts to mirror your emotions, it's more than just empathy. It's a psychological response rooted in emotional connection. You smile, and they soften. You seem down, and their energy shifts, often without words. This phenomenon is called emotional mirroring, and it's a strong indicator of emotional attachment. Psychologically, when we care deeply for someone, we begin to synchronize with their emotional state. Subconsciously, your joy becomes their joy. Your pain quietly unsettles them, not because they choose to react this way, but because their heart is attuned to yours. This isn't performance, it's involuntary, and it signals that you're becoming emotionally significant in their inner world, often before they fully realize it themselves. Sign number 4, they want you around but never push. They enjoy your presence. They seek moments with you, but they never force it. When someone is falling in love slowly, their approach is calm, never clingy. They respect your pace, your space, your autonomy. Yet somehow they're always there, hovering just close enough to feel present, but never overwhelming. Psychologically, this reflects secure emotional attachment. It's not rooted in neediness or control. It's built on patience. They want connection, but only if it's mutual. That balance of presence without pressure is rare and meaningful, because when someone offers you space instead of demands, when they choose respect over urgency, it often signals that their feelings are growing, quietly but deeply. Sign number 5, they get nervous around you, but try to hide it. They seem composed around others, but with you, something shifts. There's more fidgeting, a pause before speaking, that quiet hesitation before sending a message, rewriting, rereading. It's not weakness, it's emotional vulnerability. In psychology, nervousness often signals that someone assigns emotional importance to you. You matter. And that awareness creates tension, not from fear, but from care. They want to be seen in a certain light. They want to be enough. Ironically, the more they try to appear unaffected, the more their effort reveals just how deeply they feel. People falling in love don't always act smoother. Often, they grow more self-conscious because your opinion carries weight. And that quiet, nervous energy, it's not insecurity, it's emotional significance. Sign number 6. They remember what matters to you. You mention a song once. They play it the next time you're together. You talk about an exam or a tough meeting, and they check in afterward. These aren't grand gestures, but psychologically, they're meaningful. When someone is slowly falling in love, they begin to store what matters to you, not just in memory, but with emotional weight. It's not performance, it's presence. Love at its core isn't just about chemistry, it's about focused attention. They remember details because they care, not because they're trying to win you over. Your small moments begin to matter to them. Your world starts weaving into theirs. And without announcing it, without trying too hard, that quiet remembering becomes one of the clearest signs that love is growing. Deliberate, steady, and real. Sign number 7, they want to protect you, even in subtle ways. They walk on the side closest to traffic. They ask if you've eaten. They notice when you're tired and gently suggest you rest. These aren't grand declarations. They're small acts of protection, quiet, consistent, and deeply telling. Psychologically, this instinct often surfaces when emotional attachment deepens. It's not about control. It's not about possession. It's about valuing your well-being. The more someone cares, the more attuned they become to your comfort, even in the smallest details. They may not say, "I love you" outright, but their behavior speaks. They shield you, not just from danger, but from stress, discomfort, and unnecessary worry. And that quiet urge to protect, it's love in motion, disguised as simple, everyday kindness. Sign number 8, they start to imagine you in their future. It's no longer just about the present. Quietly, their thoughts begin to drift forward, picturing places you might go, experiences you could share, or even the rhythm of everyday life with you by their side. Psychology identifies this as a strong marker of emotional bonding. Future simulation. When someone starts to envision a future with you, it's not just about who you are now, it's about who you could be together. These thoughts might show up in casual comments or remain as silent daydreams. But they're significant, because when the mind begins to include you in future plans, without force, without fanfare, it often means the heart has already begun to make space for you, subtly, slowly, intentionally. Sign number 9, they respect your boundaries. Even as their feelings deepen, they don't rush you, they don't cross lines or push you beyond your comfort. In psychology, respect for boundaries is one of the clearest indicators of authentic love. It reflects emotional maturity, the understanding that real closeness can't be forced. It has to be earned, nurtured, and allowed to unfold naturally. When someone is willing to wait, to listen, and to honor your limits, it shows they care, not just about being with you, but about doing it the right way. They hold space for your needs, even if it means holding back their own. That restraint isn't indifference, it's respect. And when someone values your boundaries, they're showing they value you beyond what you offer. Sign number 10, they show vulnerability bit by bit. This is the sign most people overlook, but it's often the most revealing. They begin to share parts of themselves they usually keep hidden. Fears, regrets, insecurities, not in dramatic confessions, but in quiet moments of trust. Psychologically, vulnerability is the gateway to intimacy. When someone lowers their guard around you, even slightly, it signals emotional safety. They're not just being open. They're saying without words, "You matter enough for me to be real." This slow, careful unveiling is love in its most honest form. It's where attraction begins to evolve into deep emotional connection, genuine, lasting, and fully human. Love doesn't always arrive with grand gestures. Often it reveals itself in the subtle, almost invisible ways we tend to miss. If someone in your life is showing these signs, It could mean their feelings are growing, quietly, patiently, and deeply. If this resonated with you, feel free to share your experience in the comments. And for more psychology-based insights into human behavior and connection, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. At Factsworth, we believe the mind never lies if you know how to read it.